Good morning. Good morning. Welcome here. Welcome here into this place. Thank you for being here. As I mention quite often, thank you for choosing this practice. And furthermore, I think as you go along, you will probably thank yourself for choosing this practice. It's a great way to live life, to stop living quite so reactive. In fact, that's kind of where I would like for us to go, at least for today, where we are able to look at, observe whatever thoughts and feelings and emotions arise throughout the time together. And instead of reacting, just notice, observe, and let that thought or emotion or feeling simply move through. Really, I think that's what meditation does, or has done for me, is to give me the ability in my everyday living to be less reactive. There's so much stimuli in the world that's constantly asking us to react. For the last several years, there have been a lot of political stimuli, at least for folks here in the United States, that are constantly really distracting us. And truthfully, a lot of decisions that are being made for us here in Florida, people, quote-unquote leadership in Washington, a lot of these decisions are distractions. A lot of legislation is distraction. There's so much vying for affirmation and voting and riling up bases. And if we're not careful, we get drawn into that same vortex of energy. And it's okay to notice it. Some of us land in a, shall I use the word safer grouping of people. So it's important to be mindful of that when we're noticing all of these things that transpire in the world. But always remember, everything is energy. And when we give ourselves over to those energies, often we take on whatever that energy might be. Let's be careful that we don't live in the illusion. Through meditation, we can live in the reality, in what's real. Through meditation, we are able to be responsible beings rather than reactive beings. Anything that costs me my peace is too expensive. So today at least, and maybe all week, let's really move into that space. You see, when we practice stillness, when we practice peace, being settled and content within our own self, when we practice that, what happens is when these thoughts, feelings, and emotions, whether it's fear or anger, or a sense of separation, when those feelings or emotions or thoughts crop up and they rear their head, you can notice them immediately. And then you are able, you're well able to return to this place of stillness instead of thinking of yourself as separate. We are not separate from the world we live in. We are connected to the all. So let's go into that deep space and practice that together today. I'll invite you now to sit up straight. Soften the shoulders. Gently close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. For just these few moments, turn off the outside and turn on the inside. Release the eyesight and focus on the inside for these few moments together. Here we are in this space and in this place together. And there's nothing missing, nothing broken, just the beautiful stillness. Allow any of the muscles in your body that are unnecessary for these next few moments to just take a break and relax. And invite your senses into this present moment, stillness. Notice what you hear. Whether it's the sound of my voice or the music or the sound of a fan running in the room where you are, refrigerator, sound of pets moving about. Just notice without judgment, without needing details, simply notice. And now notice the taste in your mouth, without judgment, without a need to define or figure it out, just notice. And notice that maybe even with your eyes closed, gently, that maybe you see the glow of a light. Without detail, but just notice. No judgment. No need to define. Just notice it. And notice any smells in the room. Without any judgment or need to figure it out or define it, just notice. And now really notice what you feel, the temperature of the room or the surface beneath you. Maybe your feet on the floor or your back against the surface that supports you now. Again, without judgment or needing to define, just notice and maybe appreciate. Be grateful for the support. And these are the senses through which we make sense of life. And now spirit, mind, body, all in one space together. Invited into the stillness, into the calm, into the peace that passes all understanding. I'll invite you to receive a deep breath. Breathe in. And exhale. And one more time. Breathe in. And exhale. And now allowing your body to return to its regular breathing practice. And you're here now in this space, in the stillness, observing, noticing, and just witnessing. And notice over the next few moments that as thoughts arrive, possibly feelings or emotions about those thoughts, allow yourself, if you will, to notice them, but don't reach out to grasp them. And don't follow them wherever they go. Allow them to move through, just like a running river, or move through like a cloud in the sky. Notice and observe, but no need to grasp. No need to grasp. This beautiful stillness spaciousness. The I that I am. The you that you are. Noticing feelings and thoughts and emotions. And also noticing that I am not my feelings, my thoughts, or my emotions. I am the spaciousness, the stillness that is host to thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And I don't have to be attached to any of them, and certainly not led by them. Maybe notice that even the physical body now is resting in this stillness. As those thoughts move by, some of them invite you to go. And you're able to say, no, not right now. Keep moving along. No need to engage, and no need to follow. feels amazing. Wide open, spacious consciousness. The stillness. The peace. This is heaven. This is freedom. And in every moment, I can remind myself, in this moment I can be a hostage to my ego, a hostage to my thoughts, my feelings or emotions, or I can be a host to Spirit, host to God, host to the spaciousness, untethered and free. So I'm going to invite us now to a series of 3 deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose about 4 or 5 seconds. Holding that breath at the top and then releasing with a sigh. As you breathe in, remind yourself, I am the stillness. I am the host to God. And as you breathe out, I am not my thoughts. I'm not my feelings. I am not the emotions that come. Preparing now for that first deep breath together. Breathe in. And release. And preparing now for that second breath together. Breathe in. And release. And preparing for that third breath together. Breathe in. And release. Now I'll invite you to this affirmation. Love is who I am. Gratitude is my attitude. Abundance is my nature. And well-being is my birthright. And so it is. And I'll invite you now to come back into the room fully, into the body. Maybe wiggle your toes and fingers. Bring those hands out in front of you. Gently rub them together. Get that chi going. Place those hands over your eyes. Maybe open up your eyes behind the hands. Be grateful for this moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And then bring those hands back down to your lap, or I like to go into the praying hands motion. Put those hands in front of my third eye. And I say to you, Namaste, Namaskar, Amitabha, Aho, Om. Love and mercy, peace and grace, truth and tranquility, serenity. Generosity. Kindness, compassion, love, the highest frequency, the highest vibration. That's who I am. And so it is. So it is. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for your love. Thank you for practicing consciousness. The world is in need of more and more consciousness, and more people who operate within and live within consciousness, practicing it, yes. Because practice makes perfect, at least, well, maybe not perfect, but it does make permanent. and what we practice in this world affects directly how we show up in the world. And the world could use more folks who are very aware that there's no way I can be my thoughts. 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. Come on. There's no way you could be those thoughts. Those thoughts are not yours. They just arrive. Thoughts are captured by our senses. Sense of smell, taste, seeing, hearing, feeling. It's just data, and the thoughts are built on data. It's not who you are. You're so much more than that. You're the host, the observer, the witness, free, spacious, peaceful awareness. Okay. I'm going to get up out of here now. As you go throughout your day, remind yourself when you start to get carried away with the different thoughts and feelings and emotions that show up, and they will. Life is full of stimuli. Just remind yourself when those moments happen. I am not my thoughts. I'm not my feelings. I'm not my emotions. These thoughts that I'm having at this very moment, the feelings, the emotions, that's not who I am. I am that I am. The stillness. Not a hostage. I am the host. Okay. I'm going to say this to you as I always do. Now go and make it a great day, because you can. Peace.